Hey Aries, welcome to Summertime Tarot. My name is Summer and this is a general mid-month reading for the month of June. So we're going to take a look at your energy, see what's going on and what messages want to come through for you. So we're going to start off with an affirmation for you for the remainder of the month. Okay. So it says, oneness is my true nature. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be important for you to focus on your connection to everything, around you, and for you to, see your place in the world. It kind of seems like to me. But let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Okay, so driving your energy, we have here Sun and Stars with the Emperor. So it looks like you're really at a space where you're trying to, I feel, kind of come out of like self-defeating habits and like negative self-talk that is kind of stopping you from progressing and becoming the best version of yourself. Okay, but I also get with this oneness is my true nature. I kind of get the feeling, like I was saying, like you're coming into like this awareness of your connection to everything around you, and how with this Emperor here, you may be in a space where you're feeling like you really want to control things, and it's kind of maybe pushing you to a point where you kind of realize there are certain things that are out of your control, and the only thing you can really control is yourself. And with that awareness, I kind of get a sense that you may be waking up to your own power, but also your own darkness, and how that affects you and your reality. Okay, so mentally we have here water magic with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Seven of Swords here is as your challenge, with the Six of Cups being your advice. So mentally it looks like you may be in a really like emotional space or maybe even just one where you're trying to kind of focus your attention and intention on the things that you want most. So it looks like with this Seven of Swords here, you may be in a space where you're second guessing what your heart is telling you, what your emotions, your intuition is telling you, right? And so with the Six of Cups being here as your advice, it's really a need for you to, I feel, kind of connect back with your own kind of inner child, but also like the inner wisdom that comes from that kind of soft spoken space within you, that loving, caring space, right? And not a space of like bombarding or needing to force anything, right? It's like needing to go with the flow and trust your own kind of inner wisdom and guidance, okay? And so emotionally, we have here rebirth and reinvention with the Eight of Cups as your challenge and the Ten of Cups as your advice, right? So I kind of, with this rebirth and reinvention, you're really in a space where you're kind of, healing and allowing yourself to kind of follow your own kind of inner guidance and inner wisdom. And so with the Eight of Cups being the challenge, I kind of get the feeling you're walking away from a lot of things, right? This could be, a past relationship or just past disappointments that were kind of holding you up from the happiness that you see for yourself. And so it's like, it's time for you to stop focusing on what you feel you may be losing or you feel you may be leaving behind, and start focusing on what you want to come in, right? Emotionally. And just going with the flow again, right? Allowing those healing waters to kind of reveal to you your destination and kind of where you're headed. Okay? And then in your physical, we have speak your mind with the Seven of Cups as your challenge and the Ace of Pentacles, as your advice. So with the speak your mind here, you may be having a hard time like voicing your truth, voicing your concerns, or even like picking a path for you and for yourself and sticking to it, right? With the Seven of Cups here, there may be a lot of confusion, a lot of indecision. And then we do have this under the Seven of Swords. So yeah, I feel like you may not be trusting yourself, trusting your own guidance, trusting your own wisdom. You may be second guessing yourself, and not listening to what your heart is telling you. And so spiritually, we have here listening to wisdom with the High Priestess here as your challenge and your advice as the hanging man or the hanged man. So yeah, I kind of get like you're at a space where you're really trying to, I feel, kind of find yourself, find your path, find, your place, and understand yourself, understand what you want out of life, it seems to me. And so with the High Priestess here as your challenge, the challenge seems to be, like I've been saying, like listening to your own kind of intuition. And I feel here with the Hangman as your advice, is like needing to get into a space of stillness, a space of rest, and like an open space where you're not trying to force anything, you're not trying to push, you're just allowing. And when you get into that space, that's when you will be able to hear the wisdom and hear your own inner guidance and hear your own intuition. But if you're in a space where, you're trying to control, you're trying to force, or you may be even with this Emperor here, kind of closing yourself off from people and like maybe even shutting down like emotionally, or being like hyper critical of yourself or hyper logical and not really listening to your emotions, listening to and tapping into you know, your intuition, which, you know, connects you, I feel, to everything and everyone around you, right? With this oneness is my true nature. And so it just seems to me that, you know, there's a need for you to, yes, focus on yourself, but also like see how you connect with everything and everyone around you, and how that influences who you are, and how you can better become the person that not only, you know, does what is best for you, but does what is, you know, in the highest and greatest good for everyone. Does that make sense? I hope so. But let's see what message wants to come through for you. So what's the message here for Aries? What's the message here for Aries? Alright, so we have the Three of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Hangman, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Chariot. And on the bottom of the deck here we have the King of Swords. So it looks like here with this Three of Swords, you know, you may be having a hard time like figuring out what's best for you, what you truly want, like what matches, you know, what matches your heart, right? What your heart is kind of yearning for. And I feel like with this Two of Cups, like you really do want to, you know, either, you know, this could be when it comes to a relationship, right? But for the majority of you guys, I kind of feel like this just has to do with you know, wanting to like feel whole and feel like completed. And I feel like you may be in a space where you're searching for that outside of yourself, and it's like time for you to sit down with yourself and connect with, you know, where you are, and to not like feel like because you don't know everything, because, you know, things may not be lining up like you want it to, or you know, you don't have all the answers, you're not exactly where you want to be, that you're not where you're supposed to be. Does that make sense? Like it's like you're exactly where you need to be. And so it's like just time for you to like get grounded and stable where you are. And when you do that, that's when this insight is going to come and like usher in this kind of this new wave where you can move freely and comfortably in the direction that you're supposed to. But at this time with this Hangman here, it's really time for you to just allow and to get connected with yourself and with all that is, right? Oneness is my true nature. And so with the Queen of Pentacles here, I really feel like, you know, you may need to get out in nature and, you know, talk to the birds and the bees, you know what I mean? And just enjoy where you are and not get so caught up in the destination, you know what I mean? But let's see, what self-care activities would be beneficial for you at this time? Self-care activities beneficial for Aries at this time. Okay. So we have rest. So make sure you're getting your Z's on, okay? But also I'm being drawn to the stars. So it may be, time to do a little bit of stargazing or just connecting with things that, make you feel good, that bring in like hope. You know what I mean? Then we have connect. So make sure you're spending time connecting with the people, that uplift you, that make you feel good and loved and supported. Okay? Don't spend too much time like on your own mulling about. Okay? And then we have dare. Dare to be different, like do something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been like, oh no, it's not the time for that, maybe later. No, do it. Go do it, man. Even if that means, singing karaoke or something, or rollerblading, ice skating. I don't know. What have you been wanting to do? Then we have bake. So get in the kitchen, start whipping it up, make you something that tastes good. Okay? And then we're going to pull some dog wisdom. So let's see what wisdom dogs have for you. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, 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 let the dogs out. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. What wisdom do you have here for Aries? Oh, wait. Okay. So we have gratitude. Give thanks. I'm going to read from the book for this. So it reads, If you fetch this card, it means this is the perfect time to stop and smell the roses, count your blessings, and give thanks for those things that have filled your bowl in life. Perhaps you've temporarily forgotten what a gift life is and what others have given to make your life that much richer. Maybe you've unknowingly taken someone for granted at work or play, or someone you encountered during the course of your busy, task-filled day. Though gratitude is something you may feel, how often do you express and share it out loud? We can be filled up as much or more than another when we sincerely sing someone's praises, compliment them, or take time out to acknowledge what they've meant to us as we trot down the path of life. Gratitude is the backbone of a life that grows and appreciates over time. To appreciate means literally to add to something, to increase that which we want. What do you want to grow now or build upon and increase in your life? You can powerfully begin going down that path, averting many a hole and obstacle, when you look at and are grateful for the part of the path you've already been shown, and for those you've shown it to. Your ancestors, your relatives, and your current relationships have all played a part in making you who you are, playing important roles in teaching the lessons you've learned and continue to learn. You can always find something to be grateful for in your lineage and pedigree. If that's too difficult, then for the moment, keep it simple. The air you breathe, the water you lap up, the food you devour, the sky above, and the earth beneath your paws are all easy catches when it comes to finding something to be grateful for. When you circle around and make your bed at night, give thanks for 3 things in your life today and 3 things you appreciate about you today. And when you wake up, decide what you will be extra grateful for throughout this day. Tell the mail carrier or neighbor or a stranger at the dog park something you're grateful for about their service to you and others, or simply thank them for just being there. At family gatherings, in work situations, in challenging environments, or working with difficult people, find something you're grateful for in place of or in addition to something that could be improved. Dig for that bone of gratitude. Don't leave it buried where no one can see or enjoy it. Okay, and then we're going to finish this off with a postcard from Spirit. So what's the final message here for Aries? Message for Aries. Final message. Okay, you got 2. All right. So it says, Dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even the person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor, affirmative, we say, loving you so very much. Okay? And then your final one, dearest you. The common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan, loving you always and forever. Alrighty, Aries. That's all I have for you. But thank you so much for watching. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.